Yeah, hi everyone. I think we can get started with this. So let's keep this session a bit interactive, and you can come up with if you have any doubts, and don't hesitate to ask something, or you have any suggestions. You just go through, and that's it. And we'll just go through. So, how many of you have an idea about data visualization? So, what's it's all about exactly? So, it's all about representing your data with a visual. So whenever you got why the existence of data visualization. So you can just go through your data, right? So you can explore the data and you can just go through your regular Excel sheets or whatever the data with you. So it's hard for you to analyze, right? So it's been a hard task for us to analyze the data. Let's say I have given you Excel sheet containing about 200 rows with about 10 columns even. So it's hard for you to analyze the data. So you need to go through each and every column, each and every row. Yeah, that's right, Abhishek. So instead of this, visualization aspect is not just to represent your exact data into visual format. So as like whenever you're going through a data, so it might not be a clean data. So it might be anything. So it consists of anomalies, right? Let's say it have a missing values. So other inconsistencies like duplication. So I think before diving into these terms, we'll just go through. So why does we need a data visualization? Let's imagine, I hope we have been watching a movies over time. And there are people who are being going through like reading books or novels, right? It makes a far difference between us for to read books to have a visual. I think we have been grown up with watching series like Harry Potter and novel-based movies. So just imagine a case where we just gone through an entire book. Let's say there is a book called Cursed Child from Harry Potter. So everything is described as so whatever the description is about a character, so it's a very brief, so you can get everything. But instead, a visual can fix you many things, right? So if I say so, Harry would look like something. So he goes with a golden brown hair, whatever the thing. If I attach the image along with the novel, so which one do we prefer? A complete textual one or a pictorial one? Obviously. So the thing is, we people are drawn to more of a charts and visuals. So the grasping power is 60 times more than you like getting things away by reading. So it's all about so data visualization is in simple terms and technical terms. It's all about visualizing your data into a graphical format. And let's see. So what does it makes us? So it simplifies us that decision making, right? So informed decision making, not just let's say I might not be with ambiguous statements like may or may not, because I have a statistical record. So I calculated something. So I have a specific value. Let's say if I want to go with the e-commerce site, I need to go through so how much each user is contributing to our site on individual. I'll go for an average. So what is average contribution by thing? And we'll just calculate a basic mean. Statistical mean itself provides you average order value. And yeah, so visualization is all about your trends and patterns. Like mathematics. Exactly. All about somewhere it's all about math, right? So right. So we'll just go through this trends and patterns specifically. I think we have been using social media at a daily basis. So is it necessary to Instagram to just get our data and get known to our interest? Hopefully we are getting suggestions based on what we are watching. So we have been in a bubble. Let's say whatever the social media existing, it considers everything as your binary tree. Let's say you have a tree of your interest. So this itself an algorithm. So how can they push you to for a new content? Let's say they've been evaluated. There is some trending content. There might be trending audio, whatever the thing. Let's consider you as an individual user. Let's say even at worst case you are contributing at a 1 KB. Let's consider it's all your algorithm value goes with just a 1 KB of data. What if Instagram have a billion users? Right? There have been worldwidely there have been billion users. So there is been a generalization of this all your data. Right? So visually a CEOs or CTOs doesn't go with any of the like right from basic to everything. Instead, they go with the key performance indicators. Let's say I need only what is the total sales, what is the total revenue I'm generating. So these are nothing but your trends and patterns, right? So whether you are in a profit or loss, it's all about visualization. And I know it's a generic theme what I'm explaining you regarding data visualization. Yeah. And the other thing is, so we've been living in a data-driven world. Let's say, so right from 2025, the amount of data is being generated. It's twice than the amount of data generated between the last previous years to 2025. That is 2023 and 2024. Now you can just get known to so how much data is being generated on daily basis. Everything itself a data, right? So if I like something a data, so I post something on a data, and there is a replication of in an exponential form. And right for our organization, collecting data is not an issue or it's a thing. At the end, data is a core ingredient for us to deal with. And all the aspect is to analyze the data and understand the data to make a better decision making. Exactly. Let's see. Yeah. So what makes data visualization? So you can analyze even with a textual, like summarizations even. Maybe specific values can entirely explain everything, but instead visuals can depict you more interactively. And coming to data visualization, it's not just a static charts. You have more of a 3D modeling charts and followed by interactive charts even. So we have a few libraries called Matplotlib and Cpon relying within Python or whatever your Tableau or Power BI data visualization tools. You have great integration towards your data and along with interaction with your data. So you can sort and filter out things what been going on. Right. So what ultimately DV provides us, it helps us to understand and make decisions efficient, and somehow we have a statistical rigor too. So let's say I depict a graph, so I must have a numerical value, so I just have a prior calculation too. So it's nothing but a statistical proof that it acts as evidence. And then, so understanding data visualization itself not like, so it's not just a thing to visualize data. So it's all about graphical representation and clarity and efficiency towards your data. So at first you need to understand what data it is. And primarily, so it's a discovery all about how better you understand your data, what are the metrics, and you stick to your problem statement. So based on it, you can just go through, and it's all about simplifying data for insights, quicker decision making, and prior to this, it's all about your storytelling too. Let's say a man is being explaining everything right out there, or I had made visuals, so I just have spent my time on to make visuals, but it doesn't mean like it doesn't make sense if you doesn't understand the things. So it's all about a storytelling too. You must get known to while building the charts itself. So what chart I need to pick, and the same thing I need to convey to the people even. So this is what's been happening over there. And so importance of data visualization. So by defaultly, it will make you better insights and better communication too. As I have mentioned, storytelling is a key part of data visualization. It's like a movie. So the first half goes with building visuals, and the second half will be all your like how you present yourself within your visualization dashboard. And all about data-driven culture. And I think this is as far fine with data visualization importance. We have been discussing over and over it. See? So what is the present impact of data visualization? So we've been in an era like, so we are unknown with organizations. So they have been working with our data visualization itself. No CTO or CEO or being discussing with just making a basic charts or whatever. So they'll have a visualization dashboard and they'll just go through metrics. So what we can plan over and over, and what are the next decisions we can make, and how the trends is going on. And as an organization, so they must rely on how the market is performing right now, how the competitors have been, right? And data visualization have a great importance in business impact. And as you know, so the existence of Power BI and Tableau are corely business centric. As Tableau is owned by Salesforce itself. So it enhances the business insights. So moreover, business is all about your live stream data or sales, finance data. So it's hard to analyze and go through the trends, and visualization makes it even easier to understand the patterns, and it empowers organizations. So mostly the BA tools are for organizations to lead. Even the people hire more of a visualization expert. And yeah, and we've been having a real-time analytics right now. So right now we are we'll just discuss it like so how it have been the impact of visualization right from the past years. So real-time analytics, it doesn't stay statistic like in other terms you can just go with. So it doesn't mean to stay statistic like just let me. So instead of a static data set, it's like I have a data, I just have provided you data. Instead, there is a flow or a stream of data while, so you can connect your databases. So mostly we'll use more of a structured data, that is a structured query language. You can connect more of data sources with your BI tool, and there is a live stream of data, and there is instant updation of your graph. So whatever the existing graph within your visual, so based on the data updation, so it will update automatically. And yeah, so it's all about data forecasting, and even visuals are being forecasting. And what are the present trends? And right now there's been a great emergence of this data visualization as well. And as you know, there is an integration of AI and ML as usual. So to reduce human effort. Let's see, right from the 2021 and 2020, there is a rise of analytics more of. And 2022, there is a growth in embedding analytics. And from 23, so there have been introduced more of a 3D modeling charts, right? Whatever in the Matplotlib or Seaborn and whatever, even the Power BI have integrated. And right now, 24 and 25 have been integrated with the copilots or AI within the BI tools itself. And right now, we have a live analytics even. And there are a lot of analytics tools like Zoho or each and every organization is maintaining their own business-centric visualization tool.
Is there any prompt-based data visualization tool?
Yeah, not just any specific. Even Power BI and Tableau consist of Power BI provides you Copilot itself. So you can prompt it. So based on my data, what you can segregate. And even Tableau provides you a tool called Einstein AI, so which maintained by Salesforce itself. And more of you have Zoho and Facultuies. Right now, every tool is integrating AI because we need to stick to the trend itself.
If you prompt analyze the data,
So as we have, you can analyze the data. So it tries to big chat, yeah. And more of, as of now, so we are not morely, like mostly relying on AI. So instead, either you analyze data or you will ask which chart will be preferable. And regarding selections and sizes, so you can ask, so what's been happening, which chart I can go with. Or else you can ask it to make a chart on this. That's it.
Everything is integrated with AI now.
Exactly. But somehow we have a human integration towards at last.
Like people.
Yeah, obviously. So you need to go through, so whether whatever the AI provides you, yeah, exactly. And mostly it doesn't know what data it is all about. So either it understands, so we must provide a specific prompt. So it's all about prompting to get a best results. That's it. And what is the future of data visualization? Like as we just have mentioned, AI assisted insight. Maybe I have made a like I have cleaned the data and I have made everything, but I'm not sure of what to need to be segregated. And at the end, data visualization provides you a single statement. Let's say whatever I have been told, key performance indicator. So the like it's all about probabilistic statements. So the profit has been this much. So I need to go through this specific aspect. That's it. And AI assisted insights, as we have ML integration too. So whatever the things, and now exactly. So it learns right from, so the way you build and the way data is being cleaned or whatever the specific pattern itself. And conversational dashboards, it's even the same, but somehow we are not in a VR era. And right now, I think there is so much R&D is being going on this, and streamlining user interaction with natural language queries, even formative state happens. So I can ask, so what's been happening? So it's all about a conversation, but it's not a complete thing. And visual reality and augmented reality. And I hope you are aware of activation for the same thing. I guess it's not much less than time we expect to happen things of it. But and there are next. These are the three anything that will be a future data business. Yeah. So what are the business applications of data business? So we have something called KPIs, key performance indicators, which is all about summarize the values. So how are the business performance today? So it's all related on, so how we are performing, what is the profit, and what is the market share. So these are the summarized terms. Even if you just go through entire data, so that we will know entire data is and more of like so I'm just being examining the more of the system. So you can just go with any other scientific data sets. So this is any planetary data set so so much of data. So it differs by business use case.
This is for
Yeah, so it's not about a tool, but so there are no specific tools regarding to planetary tools or whatever. But somehow you can just get all the data from whatever the NASA achieves. So they'll provide you all the data what they have been researching, and so more of DRDO even providing. So whatever, like they'll provide you not a live data, but somehow the archives. So we'll be discussing the scientific data itself. So I'll just show you.
right now, and more that he can get like identification.
Look, sorry. Huh? No issues. You can speak in whatever the language. Like regarding
Planetary models.
hmm.
Solar system,
Hmm.
solar system లో gravity అనేది చేస్తూ ఉంది. ఒక ప్లాంట్ ఇంకో ప్లాంట్ మధ్య gravity అనేది ఎంత చేస్తూ ఉంది అది తెలుసుకోవడానికి ఏమైనా టూల్స్ ఉన్నాయి.
So right now, I think there are no specific tools built on, but I think there are a few ML tools that trained on this specific planetary data sets. Like they have integrated a clustering to just go through. So anyways, we'll be discussing kind of things, and the answer is I think there are no specific tools right now to go through.
Maybe government funded might be using.
Yeah, but somehow so most of the people are not relying on that specific template. So and right now there is no specific tool that is built only for this. Yeah. I think we'll just complete this as fast as we can, and we can move on for hands-on part. So this is all regarding the business applications and data visualization. On one word, you can just map to. So it's more of a like business centric itself. And real world applications, as I hope we have been using Netflix, whatever, Amazon. So they have been tracking us through their visuals itself. So and how the performance is going on, and supply chain management, it have a great importance towards our data visualization. And more of Netflix, it's the same. So how the user is interacting. Exactly. So what content he actually watches. So most ofly they'll make so generalized aspects. So which people or which region of people have been watching more of this content. So they'll push a kind of content too. So in this way they can use visualization. And Amazon advertising, it's all about tracking. So how ads are being performed, and somehow client is well known to the information, and he must be provided like how much time you have been watching the ad, and what is the like interaction of you towards the ad, and same as fintech analytics and so on. And cross-domain integration, right now we have been mentioned, right? So it's all about not just IT, finance, whatever things we have mentioned, it have a ML integration too, and more of there are cloud tools being built on and AI models building on. So to track their performance and to get to know how they're been performing, so we use data visualization even, and we use monitoring tools like Grafana and yeah, mostly. So right now we have been using more of Grafana, and right now with some static things you can integrate Power BI and Tableau even for your live analytics of how your model is being performed. So ecosystem overview, as we have mentioned, so visualization is all about collecting your data sources. So we call it as data ingestion. So we collect the data from whatever the all resources. The primary thing is collecting the data. And somehow the next part is also in order to it's not about collecting data, it's about data and data. So it's not use case if you want to more of the structured data, you can just go with an SQL or any PostgreSQL or other things. And if you go with the unstructured data, you go with NoSQL databases like MongoDB. So you can just go with NoSQL databases. So analytics. So GenAI, so how do you provide analytics? So like interfaces will just be provided overview of like I hope you have used it, so I have to things. So most of the provided providing with a global platform. So online you can find your queries. And the most important thing is you can load data with whatever computations, so it is and but somehow we learn to using things like using data. And so there is okay clients on CA. So you must need everyone application. Yeah, hi everyone. Sorry for the interruption. So we are done with collecting the data and we're storing the data. And the next thing is, so the next thing is analyzing your data. So it's a most crucial process of what you need to go through. So we have two most few things to do. So that is EDA and so we'll just more of technical. Just move. So you'll just analyze your data. So what the data is all about, and you'll just remove whatever the anomalies or inconsistencies within your data. And later, then it's ready to visualize. So unless you not process everything, so whatever, if I just have a Excel sheet or whatever the data, so I'm not processing for like visualization without a further analysis. Excel sheet లో కూడా మనం డేటాని sort చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా. Yeah. So like there is two things you can just go through. So one is you can visualize through Python. So when you need more computation or more complexly data is complex data ఎక్కువ మనం Python language. So mostly based on resources, or you'll connect your yeah. So the thing is, Power BI and Tableau can accommodate whatever the data you can just go through. So in order to make a performance and to reduce the latency, we'll go for connecting our data lakes. So which acts as a centralized repository for our clean data. So which deals with the cleaning and sorting itself. So Python itself, it upholds more computation. So by definitely you will have a let's consider you can just go through a 15 to 20 GB data even. So the thing is time constraints. And I hope you have an idea about what is the structured and unstructured data. And it is same as so I don't think we need to go through these things. So technical data pipeline will be so ETL process, extract, transform, load. So it's an entire common process for whatever the pre-visualization and post-visualization too. So at every time you must go through, let's consider it be a Power BI or Tableau, we'll just go through. So you'll extract all your data and load and transform within to your visualization tool, let it be a Power BI, a Tableau. And at the same time, database management. So same thing is. And one thing is about all Power BI and Tableau is so you can connect your data resources, and somehow you need to maintain your databases on parallelly. So it doesn't make like Power BI and Tableau are not meant to clean your data or whatever the things. So they provide you a like robust aspects to it, but somehow it's all about how you maintain your data within your database. Since it's all about connected and synchronized. And the last thing is BI layer itself. So I'll use, and one thing to mention about Python and this regular Power BI or Tableau tools is it's all about hope we know visualizing through Python is also all about I'm collecting all ingredients and I'm making everything, and Power BI and Tableau are like so I have everything, so we have been available to ready to make like mixes, like puller mixes, whatever the things. So you have something to, and you need not to go with a lot of manual. That is, and both provide you whatever the charts on the base. So advanced charts. So extract. So it will be Tableau, Power BI. So extract will be same as well as Power BI. The Python library is called Cban, Matplotlib, and there is now emerging to like QuickSense and SciSense or web interfaces, and which have more AI inputs. So Power BI is a Microsoft centric, and if you start visualization through, you want to go through an affordable one and a more customized one, you can just go with the Power BI, and it has a lot of integration towards its Microsoft ecosystem. And whatever we have spoken towards, you can use your AutoGen or NL models from Azure. So regarding Power BI, and same as databases even. And Tableau, it's of course it's a little quite way, but somehow it have a lot of fuses within it, and I hope Excel have been using it right from childhood. But somehow Excel have a lot more integrated right now. You can like Python code in Excel right now, and pivot tables and which visualization and data. Yeah, so basic cleaning or whatever I have mentioned. Right? So you can either do
daily budget.
you can just do all the stuff like so you can clean your data. And it's not a basic even even data whatever. And then something, and even at a enterprise version, so it's quite affordable than that. And the only thing with W is it's a like it have a steeper curve with the learning, and somehow while habituating with using the both tools, you will just habitate to. So it takes time to get known to the interface, but somehow they are similar regarding this. And
if we learn on our own, if you learn on our own.
yeah, depends on your consistency. So more of tool familiarity deals with your hands-on part. So I think it needs a guidance, and whatever if you have a great consistency, you can just go on. So I think we have been discussed the emerging trends even, and the thing is, so we'll discuss dashboard design and storytelling even. So it's about not I'm picking like you need not to follow charts. And let's say I have a capability of fitting 100 charts within our dashboard or a storyboard. So it doesn't make sense. You need to pick a right chart and which describes the aspect itself. And the second thing is storytelling. You need to explain the visual what you have been made, and you need to communicate. Since visualization is a universal communication language, and right, that's what we have been discussing. And I think we can move on with. So shall we move on for Handson? Yes. So I hope the collab screen is visible for you. Let's say without diving into too technically, so I'll brief you what I have done. That's it, right? So mostly I'll use this Python libraries called pandas, numpy. So pandas is for all data cleaning. Numpy is to go with all your numerical calculations. Plotly, scikit-learn. So scikit-learn I have used for minimal clustering. It's ML related. Somehow we've been using it for our clustering even. So same thing I have. I'll show you the data card itself. So this is a NASA Explore like exoplanet archive. So it contains. So NASA will provide you. So there are a few vendors so who collect the data, and they are maintaining the data itself. So you can explore this scientific data sets even. You can go through. You can have a lot of web resources even. And the thing is, you can. We'll just go through the data card itself. So this is how they maintain, and you can just go through whatever the data sets you can explore your all the data. So you can get all the data regarding a planets or whatever spatial data. And for now, we'll just move on with this planetary systems composite data. The data is all about when the planet is being discovered and what's the name of a planet and which is a method they have been used. And they have compared like, so either it is a super Earth or a gas giant. So this generalization. So this is all the data about, and you can download it in multiple formats. So using HTTP, I have accessed it via API. So API-based streaming through the data. And same thing, I have just mentioned you, right? The basic cleaning. I'm dropping all the null values. So I just have picked more important constraints is what is the planet mass, planet radius, and orbital. So like it's all about the rotation itself. The same thing, and next thing is it's a basic ML stuff where I have used a classifier for clustering even, and right now it's not required. So I have generalized everything. Yeah, use it. Obviously. So it's all about the way you customize your code itself. And we'll just move on with the visuals itself. We'll just mention you. So these are the plots. I think for these kind of charts, we'll go with a black background. Usually we go with the white as a complete background, so which suits with all colors. And for being scientific data, so I just have gone through this coloring. So this is a basic scatter plot which describes you, it considers every data point and it shows you how they relate to each other. And let me go through. And right now we can just summarize things. So total confirmed planets, so these are the planets, and somehow there are 6093 planets they have been discovered, and by removing redundancies and null values, so we just got, so the total confirmed planets are 1989. And so average earth masses, so with respect to earth, and we have been uh, just going through discovery methods. So there have been good discovery methods when you can put. So usually it's a so no issues, and I'll show you the basic stuff like how we clean the data and the basic visuals of how we can make this go through. So this is what I have just gone through. So the thing I have required, like I have imported my required modules and libraries, and I have just gone through exploring the data itself. So what are the constraints, column names, or the basic descriptions about things, and the data inspection. So you can have statistical metrics like, so like a count, mean, standard deviation. You can just go through, and it is how I just have cleaned the things itself. So I'll drop the all null values and I'll replace that empty values with zero or either something, because machine can't understand a null value, so it is neither a number or nor a value and something. So selecting the important features. So I not just go through so each and every column. So what are the things I require? So I'll just go through them. So that is a planet name, orbital per, and radius, and this ST and ST stuff are regarding system evaluation metrics.
Analysis data, this plan సంబంధించింది.
Exactly.
అంటే స్టాక్ కి కూడా రిలేటెడ్ ఉంటుంది కదా. స్టాక్ ఉంటుంది కదా ప్లాన్ కూడా
Exactly, but
అది కూడా యాడ్ చేస్తుంటే ఇంకా బాగుంటుంది.
yeah, but somehow the data card what they have mentioned, it's all about a planet itself. So yeah, you can go with any star related data itself. So discoveries.
Plant ఒకటే కాకుండా plants తో పాటు stars ని కూడా ఇంటగ్రేట్ చేసి విజువలైజ్ చేస్తుంటే మనము అంటే మనకు క్లోజర్ గా ఉండే ప్లాంట్స్ కనుక్కోవడం ఈజీ అవుతుంది.
Yeah, got it. Yeah. So, yeah, I agree with that, but somehow we doesn't have that perfect data even. So there are quite a different like data sets. Like I think we can just add data on that. So the same thing, handling receiving values and EDA is it's all about exploratory data analysis. We'll explore whatever the data itself. So what's been happening and analysis, and we have something called explanatory data analysis. What we have analyzed, so we'll just go through. So since you can just go through, so basic bar chart which describes you the distribution over, so planet radius distribution. So which planet have a radius, so you can I'll get down to the radius distribution. And somehow you have a scatter plot regarding so mass versus radius. What is the correlation between them? So how mass and like they affect rotations even revolutions. And we have something called so the advanced graphs like correlation heat maps, which describes the correlation towards like they bound together, how they bound together with coloring. So the hue decreases as the strength of correlation decreases between them. And this is how you just go with the future engineering, and this is why I have used a minimal MLN clustering for more robustness. And this is how you just go through, and I think this is all regarding how you will deal with the Python itself, and we can move on with Tableau even. And we'll just go with the same data set, and I'll just show you what are the things and what is the storytelling over there. So the same thing what we have just gone through. So the previous data itself, you want to see the data set like so data set చూడాలనుకుంటున్నారా like
లేదు నా విజువలైజేషన్ నాకు కొంచెం కన్ఫ్యూజింగ్ అనిపించింది.
ఓకే
అంటే ఈ చూసిన విజువలైజేషన్ ఆ స్టార్ట్ ఆ ప్లాట్స్ ఆ విజువలైజేషన్ కొంచెం కన్ఫ్యూజింగ్ అనిపించింది.
Okay, we'll just go with the better visuals. So since it's all regarding a scientific data set, we'll just go with
actually beginner.
Yeah, no issues. No issues. We'll just go. And the same thing, whatever the data itself, and it's all about loading your data, and I'll just go through this basics, like how the interface would look like. So this is how a Tableau interface would look like, and same thing, you can connect your data resources, and whether it might be anything, and you can connect your Google Drive, whatever via data connectors, you can connect all your data. And these are the tools you just go through, so regarding dashboards and the storytelling and everything. And the only thing is I'll show you so what chart why we have picked at a right instance. So it's all about so I'll just drag what column and what row you need to go through. So it creates a new table itself, so it upholds in backend, so it deals with that a table itself. And the thing is, in Tableau, you can just drag and drop whatever the columns and rows you can just go through. So let's say I need to go through exactly. So I need to go with which planet have been discovered in which year. So this is like a basic story. And for this, we'll just go with a line chart. And this line chart will have a few variations even. So you can go with a step or a regular line curve, and the interaction goes with you can just drag on so which year and which planet have been discovered and how many planets have been discovered in that specific year.
Visualization బాగా అర్థమవుతుంది.
Okay.
ఇంతకు ముందు చూపించారు కదా
I think actually screen is being stuck. So that's it. No issues. This is how you just go through, and you can just go through. Right now in 2016, there is a more planet discovery. So that is around 1,432 planets have been discovered, and this is how we just make up statements even. And this is how the variation itself, the data stays consistent, visual stays consistent, but in order to get a more aesthetics towards visualization, we'll just go with the variations itself. And something we have coordinate plots. So we can just go through. So what is the sum of radius and what is the sum of descendant? And let's say these are the metrics regarding a planet. That's it. So in order to analyze the galactic map, how they have been scattered over, you can just get known to. So by placing, you can just get known to. So what is the distance category, planet name, along with it's a descendant value and a radius even. And so the scatter plot, which relies on, so we have something called interpolation. So which is, so in order to analyze and understand the different scatter data, we'll just make a linear or a polynomial interpolation. That is finding a specific line, or it's like drawing a specific line to get known to the generalized aspects. So how they bound together and related to each other.
Bound together.
Yeah, kind of. So how they relate to each other, correlation between them. And so regarding, we just been going through, so what is a planet mass and a planet radius. So what is, like it's all about how they relate to each other.
Relating bond.
Exactly. And somehow, so a basic bar chart describing, so what planet and, so I think it doesn't, so we have just chosen a few, like it's a more of a content, so it doesn't uphold every scale of what we have chosen. And there is something called Sankey diagram. And this is something called, so I know visuals a bit complex, but somehow you can just place it on, so you can have a generalized aspect of, so which planet and whether, let me, yeah. So if I just go through, so the kind of planet, and I can get known to variation like whether it is a gas giant planet or Neptune-like planet or super Earth, right? So I think this is a bit a complex chart, but somehow it maps everything. So it's all about so visual piece. That's it. And we'll just go through the storyboard. Let's see. So the golden age of cosmic discovery. So it's all about which planets have been discovered in most of the years, and you and the same thing. So mapping the void. So how the planets are being around together, and anatomy of also world. So the same thing, the storytelling, like whether consider it, if I need to just describe you, so I'll just go through the each and every chart, and so what are they, and this is how a basic storyboard would look like. And this is a dashboard, entire like a unified dashboard.
ఈ డాట్ డాట్స్ తో ఉన్నాయి కదా అది ఏం రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తుంది?
So regarding this galactic map, it represents each and every mid-range between the planets itself. So the space between the planets, like so connecting the void in the sense space.
Cluster.
Exactly. And this is somehow the correlated plots even. So it's like regarding a planet, so the correlation points. So it's like mathematical values even. So but somehow they'll be plotted towards. It's not specifically. It's so it doesn't differ the specific either the data value. It's all about how they correlate each other. That's it. Instead, you can just go with that's it. I think. So I think we can end the session by just going through visualization with Power BI. So I'll just show you the Power BI dashboard, and I'll explain you the what are the key performance metrics. And So we'll just go through the dashboard. So it's all regarding a e-commerce sales dashboard regarding so which state and what is the sum of like profit they have been made and what is the mode of payments they have been working with. And I'll show like how interactive you can just go through. So we have divided into 4 quarters. So annually we'll just go with annual reporting. Instead we'll just go with this quarterly like. So for quarter one, you can analyze. So it stays consistent because it have took for annually. So the key performance indicators stays consistent for entire quarter. So the sum of amount made within the quarter one is this is, and the sum of quantities and the profit and sum of order value. So like average order value.
Sir, we are not able to see anything.
Sorry. I think
You are just seeing backside.
yeah. Sorry. I think now it's being shared, right?
Yeah, so for the past 20 minutes it is like that only.
I think right now whatever the Power BI screen is being not shared, right? I hope so. So I hope you have just gone through Tableau, like right? You can. No worries, we'll just go through. So this is all regarding a e-commerce sales dashboard. Here we have a annual report of 4 quarters entire year. And right now we just go through, so first quarter we can just get known to, so the key performance indicators as, so what is the sum of amount made, quantity, sum of profit and average order value. And sum of amount made by state, so what is the contribution by each of the state, and we can just get known to, so Maharashtra is being on more like it's on the top, and you can just go to, so sum of amount by customer name, you can just go through the names of the top customers. And if you just go through, so sum of quantity by payment mode, and you can just go through, so more of people are like relying on COD, cash and delivery option itself, and you can just filter out this things with so what is the payment mode made by, and everything like can have a great interaction towards. And and it's the same for so quarter two and quarter three and quarter four. It's the same as thing, and this is how we just go through the visualization through Power BI. And I think that's fine for now. And if you have any doubts, you can just use the. Yeah, obviously. So that's why. So mostly we'll just scale things. Let's say so we have a more numerical values. We'll just scale things. Let's say plotting, like considering what two as x-axis, so or any other like x or y-axis. We'll just go 0 to 5 scale. So it will minimize the data quantity. Yeah, hi. If you have any doubts, you can just go. So raw data and visualization data. Yeah, hi Umashi. So the difference is raw data itself can be anything. So instead of it's being an info, so it can be anything. So a segregated or non-segregated one, or it can be any of the things. And visualized data is nothing but, so it's a clean data and it depicts, it serves a purpose. And mostly it's this will be fine. Yeah, and yeah, if you have any doubts regarding the session or whatever the entire session, you can just get known to. So related with visualization even.
Okay. Thank you, Sai.
Yeah, hi Neil.
Hello. Hello.
Neil, your
I'm
voice
audible,
is
right?
not audible.
Hello. I'm audible, right? Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, Neil.
Yes. Sir. Hello. I'm
You
audible,
can
right?
go ahead with the question. Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Give me 2 minutes. Yeah. Good morning, guys. Please let me know. I'm audible on my screen visible. Please confirm that.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Good morning. Yeah. Thank you. Today's class is about to discuss about the AI,
Sir, your
machine
voice
learning,
is
and
not audible
generative AI.
properly,
That
sir.
means what AI, ML, and generative AI exactly, and not only the concepts. We discuss about some real-world applications and the future impact of the AI. That means here we mainly see out the not audible. Right?
Neil,
Hello.
can you hear me? Hello? Neil, can you hear me? There is some network issue. Please wait for 2 minutes. He is rejoining. So 2 minutes, guys. There is some network glitch. He is rejoining.
Sorry, guys. 1 minute. Now I'm audible. Hello.
Yes, Neil. Yes, Neil.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Hey guys, now today we discuss about the AI, ML, and generative AI. Okay, we understand about the concepts and real-world examples and the future impact of AI, like on our daily lives and our daily works, how they impact on our daily lives. We'll see about all this. Okay, that means from understanding AI to the building a real-world solutions. We see about the things from start to end, each and everything. Okay, now we see about the thing first. Why we are talking about, first we start the interesting thing, what that about, why we are talking about AI now, what is the importance, what is the need, okay, what is the importance means, AI is already a part of your life and you need to know about it, okay, that means whether you observe it or not, already it is in our daily life. Okay, suppose if you take a mobile phone, if you are unlocking your phone using your face recognition, okay, face unlocking system is in the background. It is powered by AI or machine learning, whatever it is, right? So that means how it can work means it can observe the features of your face. According to that, it is going to unlock the phone, right? And each and every industry is using AI to improve the efficiency. That means not only big companies, even the small startups also, even the entertainment platforms also, like any social media platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Okay, these are all also using the AI to improve their efficiency, improve their performance. And it helps in automate task and save the time. And AI is transforming how we learn, how we work, and how we communicate. Okay, that means AI is using in every industry and each and every place. Okay, if you want to work in this environment, and if you want to know, what we call survive in this environment, we need to know about the AI. But because each and every digital space is occupied with the AI, so we need to know about what AI is. Okay, that's why we are discussing about the things. Okay, see about this picture here. They mention like. Okay, here this is the AI, and each and every industry from education, from hospitals like medical and education, any finance or any robotics or any transportation, okay, health care, okay, and some entertainment. That means for in movies also we are using some several done with help of these things. Okay, that means each and every place we are using the AI. So you need to survive in the future. You need to survive in the future society. Like at the time we need to know about this. What exactly it is. Okay. And now see about the things. And here I mentioned some examples, some real life examples. Okay, where we are using AI means we use in a personalized recommendation systems for in Netflix and Amazon. That means if you know about the Netflix and Amazon, right? Okay, they will suggest you the movies after watching any movie. Okay, if you watch any movie, after they suggest the movies. How they will suggest the things means they will suggest you the each and every customer. Their suggestions are different. How they know their interest means because by checking the previous watching history. Maybe some people like more comedy movies. Some people likes thriller movies. Some people like comedy plus thriller. Okay, like that means here based on the previous watch histories or previous personal things what they watched. Again, that they give the personalized recommendation. That means for each and every customer they give the separate individual recommendation, like in the form of a Netflix or any if you take an Amazon Prime videos like that. That is the best example. And smart assistance smart assistance means suppose if you have Google Assistant or Siri, okay, and Google chatbots like ChatGPT is the thing. Okay, this is powered by AI only. And if you use it in a fraud detection and banking, that means in the finance also we use this AI systems. Okay, like this here I mentioned like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or if you take any Flipkart, Amazon, okay, this online shopping malls also use the AI to suggest you the recommended product. Okay, the best example is if you see about the Instagram, this is the best example. Why? Because the algorithm within the seconds changes. Okay, that means if you watch any interesting reel, at the time in the fraction of seconds, it suggests you the related reels only. Suppose if you are interested in politics, it suggests you the such type of politic videos. Suppose if you are watching you are interested in listening the old songs, okay, old song reels are coming right in the Instagram. If you are interested in that one, if you watch those reels continuously 2 to 3 times, then automatically entire your feed of Instagram will change, right? That is the best example how they will know about your interest means behind it is a ML or AI. Okay, that means they know your things like what you are interested now. Based according to that, it is give you the feed, Instagram feed. That means finally they said you are already using the AI every day. So even if you don't realize it also, and in future you must and should know about AI. Then only you survive in this technical feature, that is a digital feature. Okay, that's why we are learning about this AI. Okay, now we see about what AI exactly. What AI means, what is the AI or artificial intelligence or AI, whatever it is. Okay, now artificial intelligence is nothing but it is the ability of machines to perform a task like a humans, but it actually normally needs the human intelligence. But AI means here we are giving the ability to the machines that can perform tasks or any works without any human involvement. Okay, that is nothing but the artificial intelligence. Okay, here we are giving the ability to the machines. Okay, and here they give us that's what I mentioned, like AI enables the machines to think, to learn, to make a decisions. Okay, that means it tries to simulate like a human intelligence, how a human can think, how human can act. Same like that, a machine can act and machine can think. That is nothing but the artificial intelligence. And mainly focuses on problem solving, decision making, and pattern recognition. Okay, this is about a brief about artificial intelligence, and see here the real world examples. That means where we are using this AI, in which places in the real world. If you use the face recognition, like unlocking your phones. Okay, unlocking your phones. Here we are using the AI. So that means first when you are setting the lock, okay, it reads the features of your face. Okay, and it can shows that patterns of your face and features on your face. And same like that when you are unlocking, when you are trying to unlock your phone, then it reads your face features and matches with the previous one. Okay, each and every pattern they can recognize. Okay, in some cases, if you what we call as when you are unlocking the phone, when you are setting the lock, okay, at that time if you use the spades, and later if you use the didn't later when you are unlocking you didn't use the spades, means at that time also sometimes they will not recognize. Why? Because here they pin to pin they recognize your faces, recognize your features on the face. Okay, like that it can easily match the things. If it matches 100%, then only it is going to unlock the phone. And some voice assistants like a Google Assistant or Alexa. Okay, in the backend also we are using this AI for recognizing our voice and understanding our voice. Based on that, it is going to reply, right? Give the reply. So in that places also we are using AI. And some self-driving car concepts. That means self-driving car means here the cars itself can drive. And how they can do? They can observe the environment. They can observe the surroundings. And based on the environment and the surroundings, it is going to take an action, right? So here how they can read. Okay, that means our human, how we think when you are driving. Okay, based on the surroundings, we will decide that whether you take a right or left, or go straight, or you need to stop. Like that, these are based on the surroundings and the environment. We can take a decision. Same like that, the machines can take a decision, and according to that, they can move take an action and move. Okay, same concept in a self-driving cars also we use this AI. And some chatbots like answering a question, chatbot answering a question. That means nowadays maximum what we call this industries are using the AI chatbot for supporting the customer support. Okay, AI customer support. But because here it is a 24/7 availability and all those things. Okay, we have so much of benefits, and it gives the accurate answers also. So at the time we use these chatbots in AI for that purposes. Okay, these are the real world examples where we can use the AI. That means AI is nothing but simply what AI means. AI is nothing but making the machine behave like a human in specific tasks. Just remember this one, in specific tasks. Making a machine behave like a human in a specific task is nothing but the artificial intelligence, AI. Okay, simply we call it this. This is about the artificial intelligence. And now we see about what machine learning is. Okay, actually machine learning we call it as a heart of the artificial intelligence. Okay, without machine learning, artificial intelligence can't get that much power. Okay, with the help of the machine learning only, AI will become that much power. Okay, so now that's why we call it as a machine learning is the heart of the artificial intelligence. And you see here what a machine learning is. The machine learning is nothing but it is a subset of the AI And what is the use of this one means it enables the systems to learn from the data. That means here we don't need to write the program. That's what I mentioned, like it improves without being explicitly programmed. That means here we don't need to write. The human is no need to write the code explicitly. That means without before machine learning, we are going to write the instructions or rules or a coding, whatever it is. Okay, that means based on the instructions or coding, what we write, the machine is going to act, right? But what is the problem with that one is when you are writing explicitly code, then there is a chance for missing out some rules or misleading some conditions, some instructions. There is a chance, right? But here the machine learning overcomes that one. Why? Because here we don't need to write the explicit rules. Here we are giving the data. That means here we are giving the information. Okay, what does the information mean? How I know, now I am teaching you, okay, about the AI, machine learning, deep learning, whatever it is. Okay, now how I can teach you means before teaching, I need to learn this one. Where I will learn? Okay, I will take some different sources of information. From those information, I already learned. And same thing, okay, same what I learned, I am delivering now, right? Same like that, here we are giving some amount of data to the machines, and machines can learn the things. Okay, machines can learn the things, and based on that, they are going to make an instructions, write the instructions or rules. According to that, they can act in the future. Okay, that is nothing but a machine learning. That means machine learning is nothing but it enables the systems to learn from the data instead of explicitly programmed. That is nothing but a machine learning machines from the data. Okay, and see here the mention like instead of writing the rules manually, we train the system with data, with information. Okay, without information, I am not also deliver efficiently, right? I already know information. I already know about what AI and what ML and what generative AI. So according to that information I am sharing. Okay, that means according to my information, what information I have here, I implemented on PBT like that, and I am delivering the same with you, right? Same like that here also we are giving some data to the machine, and machine generates some patterns and writes some instructions or rules. According to that, they can make a decisions in the future. Okay, same like that, the system learn the patterns from the past data, that's what I mentioned, and it can make a decisions on the new data on the future. Okay, and its performance improves as more data is used. That means we have more information, then at the time I give effective communication and effective delivering. I will deliver effective things. Okay, why? Because already I know more information. Okay, same like that, how huge amount of data we have, same like that the performance the model also increases. Okay, and now we see about the real world examples, like where we can use this machine learning means here we can use this machine learning in a spam detection. That means email spams. Okay, in some emails automatically goes to the spam, right? Okay, why means here back end we have some machine learning concepts. Okay, they will read your mail, and according to that they will separate them into a spam or a not spam. Okay, and we can use it for a house price predictions. That means based on the area, and based on the number of bedrooms as house is, based on the location, and based on the age of the house. Here we are going to predict the house prices. And same thing we can use in our product recommendations. Suppose if you take any e-commerce website like Amazon or Flipkart, like that, okay, they will recommend you some products. Okay, how they will recommend you some products means background it is a machine learning. Okay, next, if you use the credit score predictions, already you know about credit score, right? That means it is very important in our life. That means if you want to take a loan, or if you want to, that means any financial what we call it, okay, how they decide how financially stable is based on the credit score only. Okay, that means whatever you want to take in the financially in the future, they will take you the credit score. And if the credit score is changing for each and every small mistake and each and every small good thing also. That means how will they know, means how they handle this much number of people's customers, credit score means. Okay, here background we have machine learning. Okay, here we are giving some data, and that means some rules and what things they need to do, and according to that they will take a decision, and they will, the mission automatically take a decision whether we need to increase the credit score or decrease the score. Okay, like that. These are the real world examples where we use this machine learning. And here the finally we see that ML is nothing but machine learning is equals to learning from the data instead of programming every step manually. That is nothing but the machine learning. Okay, and that means how it works means here we are giving the input data, and based on the input data the learning algorithm will learn the patterns. Okay, after learning it creates one model, that is nothing but the patterns. Okay, write the instructions, all those things, right? That is nothing but the model. And on that model, if you are giving any new data, then that based on the data is going to make a prediction. Okay, that is nothing. That is how the machine learning can work. Okay, this is about the ML or machine learning. And now we see about the generative AI. What generative AI is exactly? See here, up to now what we discussed AI or ML, both are used for the decision making purpose, or we call it as a prediction purpose. But when it comes to the generative AI, here now other than the analysis or prediction purpose, this generative AI is used to create a new content. That means generative is a type of AI that can create a new content such as text, images, coding, audios, videos, and even more. Okay, that's what I think. Here they observe the image clearly. Here this is the generative. If you think it is a generative AI, and this can generate text, this can generate the voice, this can generate the videos, images, coding, maybe in different languages like this. Okay, that means here this is the main thing. Okay, what AI means, generative AI means. Here it can generate the. Sorry guys, some background echo from my side. Okay, wait, give me a second. I will check. Yeah guys, now it's okay. Actually some background is from other people, maybe they are talking, I don't know. It's clear? Okay, if is there any issues, please let me know. Okay. Yeah. Now see here what a generative is means. Instead of just analyzing or predictions or making decisions, generative is nothing but it creates the new content in different forms like a text, images, or audios, videos, and even a coding also. The best example tools are ChatGPT, Perplexity, Grok, okay, Claude. These are the best examples of generative AI. Okay, now see here, that means finally that's what we discussed. Right? This goes beyond the analysis. Okay, AI, machine learning, or if you take a deep learning, okay, these all concepts are used for just analysis purpose or for make a prediction purpose. Okay, or taking a decision purpose. But here this generative AI creates the new data in different forms, like already we discussed about, right? Text, images, code, audios, videos, even all those things. And how it wants is same. It is also learn patterns from the large data sets. That means for this thing also, for the generative AI also, need a large type of data sets. And it generates a human-like output, like how we are talking. Okay, same like that, it creates some voice. Okay, and here, now I'm teaching, right? Same like that, the generative AI also teach you the things. If you take a ChatGPT or if you take whatever AI tools, what we generative AI tools we have, that means Perplexity or Gemini or any Cloud like that. Okay, they will teach you the things. Okay, that means we can use those for educational purpose also. Okay, like that it is going to work, and it works with multiple formats like a text, images, audios, code, or even videos like that. All with different types of formats mentioned, right? Like that it works with multiple formats. Okay, this is about the generative AI. And now see here the popular examples. I already told you that the ChatGPT. This is one of the best example, and it generates a text, answers, and code. That means if you ask any questions, it can generate the answers and the code, all those things. And AI image generators, like the best example is a Nano Banana, that is a Gemini AI tool, right? Then it can create images from that. That means if you are describing any image, if you give any text to the image generators, AI image generators, based on the text what you are described, it is going to generate one image. Okay, that means that is the AI image generator. The best example is a Gemini Nano Banana, right? That is the best example. And code generators, it can generate the code. Again, we have multiple what we call almost all, if you take any ChatGPT also, you can generate the code, and Kimi recently popular, right? Kimi 2.5. Okay, these are all generated, but instead of analyzing, that means it goes beyond the analyzing. Okay, beyond the analysis and beyond the decision making, it creates a new content in different formats. And finally, we say that generative is nothing but AI that can create, not just like analyze. It is nothing but the generative AI. Okay, that is the thing about AI, ML, and GenAI. Now see about the main brief difference about AI, machine learning, and generative AI. That means already we know AI is nothing but it is a focus on intelligence, and ML is nothing but it learns from the data. GenAI is nothing but creates the new content. What is the function of the AI means? It make a decisions. ML means make the predictions, and GenAI means generation. That means generates the content, new data. Example for AI, chatbot logics. Okay, price prediction. That means recently we discussed about house price prediction, right? That is comes under the machine learning. And or if you will take as a email or spam or not. And in today's class we see about one example. That is a based on some constraints, we are going to predict whether the student is going to pass or fail. Okay, these are all examples that comes under the machine learning. And next we have the main example for GenAI is nothing but the text or images generation. Is nothing but the best example for GenAI. Okay, simply we say that artificial intelligence. See here, artificial intelligence is the broad field, the border circle. Okay, and artificial intelligence is the broader circle, and this is the broad field of the making machines intelligent. And next we have machine learning. That is a subset of the artificial intelligence. That is the inner circle. Okay, here the systems can learn from the data, and generative is nothing but it is a subset of the ML. Okay, like this. Okay, and here the systems create a new content, and inside you have a LLMs, that is a large language models. Okay, these are the models which train them on the huge amount of data sets. Okay, with the help of those data sets only this generative or ML, okay, all those things can work. Okay, this is about the brief comparison about AI, ML, and GenAI. Okay, that's about the thing. And now we see about one real world application of GenAI in modern industries. Yeah, guys, please let me know if you have any questions or doubts up to now about AI, ML, or GenAI. Okay, if you have any questions or if you have any doubts or questions, please let me know in the chat box. I will try to answer. Okay, now we see about the real world examples, like where we are using this AI. That means we can use this AI in all the things, AI, ML, in healthcare for disease predictions, medical image analysis, okay, like X-rays and MRI scans, like that. Okay, and patient triage automations, personalized treatment for recommendations for each and every customer. That means based on each and every customer disease, like but means multiple customers have the same disease, but they are in the different stages, and they are different. They have the different lifestyles. That means based by considering all those things, they will give you they will suggest you the personalized treatment recommendations. Okay, that is about in healthcare, and we can use these things in education also for intelligent tutoring systems, AI-based learning platforms, research assistance. That means already we know there are huge amount of AI tools are in the market regarding education purpose, and we can use in a finance also for fraud detection. That means every day we are doing some millions of transactions, right? Okay, in those finding the fraud transactions is very difficult by manually. But with the help of these things, we can detect that fraud transactions and credit scoring. Already told you that credit scoring and algorithmic trading. Okay, the traders will know about these things. Okay, and risk assessment. Suppose if you want a loan, okay, bank loan, okay, they will based on by considering all your previous things like your salaries, your expenditures, and you are married or unmarried, like that. By considering some different constraints, okay, they will predict the risk. Okay, that means what is the risk of giving you loan, and based on that, they will give you the eligibility of a loan. That means how much amount you are eligible, and if you are eligible or not. Okay, that means your application is accepted or rejected, like that. Okay, we can use in a finance also for this AI in a finance also for these purposes. And we can use in a digital industries 4.4. That is expressed in digital twins. Digital twins is nothing but here the two machines can communicate with each other and they can work together. That means without any human interventions, human involvement, the two digital machines can interact each other, they communicate each other, and they can perform the work. Next, we have our robotics automation, like already we have so much of automations, right? And industry IoT analytics and energy optimizations. In these places, we use these AIs. And we can use this in a transportation also for self-driving cars. I already told you, right? One example, like a self-driving cars. And traffic predictions, route optimization. The best example is, suppose if you take a Google Maps. Okay, how they will suggest you the route from the source to destination means based on your vehicle type and based on the traffic, okay, and based on the road conditions, they will suggest you the road, optimize the road, and they will give you the timing also. That means in approximate time where you can how much time you can reach your destination. That means how they can predict those things means by considering multiple constraints, like which type of vehicle you are going and in which route. That means based on the route conditions and the traffic in that route. So by considering all those things, it suggests you the timing also. Okay, next. We can use in the entertainment purpose for movies recommendation like a Netflix or Amazon. Okay, for music recommendation, the best example is a Spotify. Okay, and personalized content, suppose if you take social medias like a Instagram or maybe YouTube, okay, or Facebook. That means in a YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, we have some multiple number of reels or multiple different types of feeding. But for each and every customer, suppose I get some personalized content for me. And for another user, okay, they will get some different content. How they will give the different content for different users means behind this they are machine learning algorithms, all those things are AI. This reads the previous data or previous interest of the what we call as a user, and they will read their friends data also. That means they followers, right? Their followers data. According to that, they will suggest you the things. That means when you get any reel, if you check why I'm getting this reel, right? If you check that one, they will suggest you what is the reason also. Okay, maybe they suggest you one of the reason, like maybe you like the previous this type of content also, and you watched this type of content in a previous, or one of your follower or one of your friend liked this one, or one of your friends shared this one, like that. When these are the results you will get. That means based on these constraints, considering all the constraints, they will give you the personalized content for social media. Okay, these are the real world, top real world. Okay, not only this, we have huge, but these are the top real world and where we are already familiar. Okay, that's what the things we have mentioned here. These are the real world applications where we use this AI. Okay, and now this is applications. Okay, and now we discuss about the main question, important question. That means up to now we discussed about machines can solve the real world issues and can predict the real world values. That's what we discussed about theoretically, right? Now the question is, machines can really predict the real world values or not? Okay, now we
Yeah, hi. He's rejoining the session. Please wait 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, guys, I'm audible, right? Please confirm that. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, thank you. Yeah, here we are taking one problem, considering problem that we are predicting the marks of students by considering some important factors like the number of hours study and attendance percentage and the previous exam score. Okay, by considering these factors, here we are going to, yeah.
This, I
Hello.
think the screen is not being shared.
Okay, wait. I will
Yeah.
stop and reshare the screen. Oh, wait. I think it is loading.
Yeah, Neil. Yeah, the screen is. You can carry on.
Now it is visible. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. The marks, not exactly marks. Okay. If you take like a whether the student is going to pass or fail. Okay. Take consider like that. Okay. Not exact marks. Okay. Here we are going to predict the student is going to fail or pass by considering the important factors like number of studies, number of hours he studied, and the attendance percentage and the previous exam score. Okay. These are scores. Now see here. The important question is, if we know the past data, can a machine predict the future prices? Future things. What are the values here? We have a marks, right? Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, that is the real. This is the question here. Now try to answer this question. Okay, if you know about, that's what we discussed about the theoretically, right? Now see about it can really do that or not? Okay, that means let's see how this machine learning solves this problem. Now on by one. How machine is going to learn and solve this problem. Okay, now see here. First it is going to collect the data. Okay, what is the first step to solve this problem means first you are going to collect the data, that means gather the data. Okay, example here we taken the number of hours studied, attendance percentage and the previous exam score of each and every student. Okay, and after that, after collecting all the data, we are going to train the model. That means feed the data to the ML algorithm. Okay, this MLLM learns the model learns the relationship between the inputs and the output. That means what is the input here? The number of hours studied, attendance percentage, and the previous exam score. And based on that, here you need to mention the whether he is going to fail or a pass. Okay, that is these are all the input variables, and the output is the pass or fail. That is the output, right? That is the status of the student. Okay, that means here we are giving the data, both inputs and the output, and based on that input and output, it is going to learn the relationship between what is the relationship between the input and the output. Okay, according to that, it is going to make a patterns. Okay, so according to that, it is going to make a predictions. That means next step is the make a predictions. That means give the new student details, and according to that, the model predicts the pass or fail. Okay, see that is about how machine learning solves this problem. Okay, that means here we see about the flowchart, like how it is going to do means here we have a data and that is converted to the data sets. Okay, and that data set is given to the algorithm. That means data set is nothing but here where this is a raw data. Okay, this the other side is the contains different, like it has a null values or it is this is all converted to the data set, and in data set means here we have a complete clean data and complete data data set, and here we do the handle the missing values, and is there any errors or outliers. Outliers is nothing but the values that are completely different from other values, or we call it the extreme value. Suppose the normal range, okay, are from 60 to 100. Okay, in some cases, some values are mentioned like a 200, 300 like that. That means these values are extreme values. Okay, that means these are completely different from the other data. Okay, so though we handle those type of data and finally convert to the data sets, and here the data set that process data is given to the algorithm, and this machine learning algorithm can learn all the patterns, and based on this algorithm we are going to make a prediction. This is the machine learning flowchart. That is how it is going to work. Okay, so finally, so that this ML finds the patterns in the data and uses them to predict the future values. Okay, this is how machine learning can work. And now see here, now we are going this is about the machine learning, right? Now same thing we implement in a practically, same thing. Okay, like student status, whether he is going to pass or fail. Okay, give me a minute. I'll see the things. Yeah, guys. Yeah, hope my screen is visible. I'm in a Google Colab now. Boring. If it is not visible, please let me know. Otherwise, please follow my instructions. Okay, that's it. Now here, see here. Here I'm going to predict. Whether a student will pass or fail based on the main constraints. What are the constraints here I taken? Number of hours studied, attendance percentage, and the previous exam score. Okay, these are my constraints. Okay, based on these constraints, here I'm going to predict whether a student will pass or fail in the exam. Okay, now see here, first step, here I'm going to import the required libraries. Okay, here I imported the required libraries. That means here I imported the pandas to work with the data frames, and matplotlib is for displaying the the graphs. Okay, visual representation purpose. And from sklearn, okay, here we have some models. Okay, the machine learning models. Okay, in sklearn or scikit-learn, whatever it is. Okay, from this library, here I am imported the model selection. Okay, from the model selection. Okay, in model selection is inside the sklearn. From that one, here I imported the train test fit. What is the purpose of this? Means here this train test fit splits our data set. Okay, that means splitting our data set is nothing but here it is going to divide the data set into two parts. One part is for training purpose and another data set part for yes, please mute yourself. Look ready. Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, now what we're discussing, yeah, train test split, right? Why we are using this one means we are here with the help of this method. Here we are dividing our data set into two parts. One is for training and another one is for testing purpose. Okay, and next here I imported the decision tree classifier. Decision tree classifier for making a decision. Okay, this is one algorithm. It is one classification algorithm. And here also we are doing the classification only, right? So here I imported the, that means for checking to evaluate the model, how good the model is. Okay, and here I'm taking the data. I'm creating, okay, this is about how I imported all necessary libraries. Okay, after that, okay, it takes a few seconds. It is loading. Wait. Okay, it's running my background issues. Now see here, after that here I created the data set. Actually, later I will convert into data from issues. Now see here. Here I created in the form of dictionary. Okay, here I take the number of hours studied, and here I take how many values? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 values. Okay, that means 8 students' data is there. Okay, number of hours studied, one is a 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, like that. And the attendance percentage for each and everyone, they are given like this. Okay, and previous exam marks, these are the previous exam marks, and based on that, here in the results. That means in the past, how they got the score, how they get the score means based on that here I mentioned like whether he is going to fail or fail. Okay, whether he got like this, then he will fail. Okay, whether he got the marks like this, then it is pass. Okay, like that here I mentioned the data set. Okay, now here I created the data set in the form of a dictionary, right? So, but here we are working with models, ML machine learning models. It must and should convert into the data frame. So for that purpose, here I converted the data set. Okay, converting dictionary to data frame. How we can convert means here I am using the PD. PD is nothing but the alias name of pandas. Alias name is nothing but a nickname. Okay, that means if our name is large at the time, whenever you want pandas, we don't know if you call the pandas dot like that. But for that long names, here we giving the short name, alias name. That means both pandas are PD are both are same. And one more concern here, if you mention any alias name, whenever you want that name, you must and should use the alias name only. You can't use the pandas. You must and should use the PD only. If you use the pandas, it raises error, then I can't find any pandas. So because here already given a name, so you must and should use the pandas. And here use the for pyplot, here use the give the alias name as a PLT. So you must and should use the PLT only. Okay, like that it is can works. Okay, same that here I use the PD, that is a pandas dot data frame. Here we have a data frame method inside built in, and inside this you need to pass this data. Now automatically converts into the data frame. Okay, after that here I use for display the data set, and I'm running this one. Wait a second. It converts all my data. Here you have a data set in the dictionary form, right? Now it is converted into the data frame like that. Okay, number of okay. And now here we are going to separate the input and output variables. Okay, input is nothing but input features. What are the input features here? Hours studied, attendance percentage, and the previous exam score. These are all comes under the input features, and the target is nothing but the output variable. That is output. What is the output here? Result only, right? So we are separating the data. Okay, here I am storing that into X. X is nothing but the input, and Y is nothing but the output. Okay, so I am running this one. After that, what we need to do? Okay, here I separated the data, and after that we are going to split the data set. Okay, what is the purpose of splitting data set means? Okay, after training the model, we need to test the model, right? For testing purpose, we need some new data. Okay, so for that purpose, if you test the model on the training data, it gives 100% accuracy only. Okay, for that's why here we are splitting our data set. Okay, and we are testing the model, evaluating the model on the testing data set. Okay, that means here that is a new data, so it gives the accurate results. Okay, that means here we are using that train test method. Okay, it returns the 4 values. One is the X train. X train is nothing but the input training data. X test means input testing data. Y train means output training data. Y test means output testing data. Okay, and here we use passes the X values, Y values, X and Y. That is the input and output values. And here we say mention that test size is equal to 0.2. That means here we mention like 20% of data is used for the testing purpose, and remaining is used for training purpose. Okay, that means usually we take a 80-20%, 80% for training and 20 for testing. But if you want to change, you can change also, like a 75-25, 70-30 like that. Okay, here usually we take a 80-20. Same like that, I divided the things. And here we mention like a random state, right? Okay, that means here we mention like it is a 42. So for that, what is the reason means? For multiple times also, you need to take the same split. Okay, don't change the split for each and every run. Okay, for that purpose, here we mention the random state, and this is the thing. Okay, here I splitted the data set. After that, what we will do? We are going to create the model for the model, and here I am creating the model. Yes, wait. Yes, and here after that, creating the model, I am going to train the model. Okay, here I use the fit example, and here I am passing the X train and Y train. That means we need to give the both input and the output values. Okay, based on that, it is going to match the learn the relationship between the input and output. So here I am giving the X train and the Y train, both training data only. Okay, on this here the model is going to train. I'm running this one. Okay, now see here, it is going to make the decision tree is classified is trained completely. Okay, now what we are going to do after training, we are going to make a predictions. Okay, here I use the predict method, and for this method here I pass the X test, that is the input data, right? Sorry, input testing data. So I am giving that one to the model, and this model, that result is stored into the Y predictions. Okay, now I'm reading this one. Okay, now it is completed, and here I am printing the actual values. Okay, these are the actual values, and these are the predicted values. See here, these are the actual values, and these are the predicted values. Now see here, the actual values and the predicted values both are same. Okay, where our actual values stored means in the Y test, that is the output testing data, right? There we have the output values, sorry, actual values, and Y prep, that is the Y predictions, right? In this we have the predicted values. So I'm passing printing the both. So we get the same only. Now here I'm checking the accuracy. That means already we imported the accuracy score, right, from the matrix. Okay, for accuracy is nothing but the total sorry, correct predictions divided by the total predictions. Correct predictions divided by the total predictions, that will be the percentage of accuracy. That will be the accuracy. Accuracy is equal to correct predictions divided by the total number of predictions. So here we are passing the data, that is a Y test. Okay, from Y test, that means this is the actual results, right? Actual data. And Y prep, this is the predicted values. By comparing this, it will decide how many values are correct. And with the help of this also, they will know how many number of, right, in the Y test and Y prep. Okay, according to that, it is going to make a decision and gives the one answer, that is print the accuracy. I'm printing the accuracy. Now see here. Yeah, now see here, it gives the accuracy is a 1.0. 1.0 is nothing but 100%. Why? Because here we get the all are equal. That means actual values and the predicted values both are same. So it gives the one means one is nothing but the 100% accuracy. The base avoid can't that much 100%, but here based on the things it is gives the values. Okay, and here I'm giving new data. Okay, on the new data it gives the wait a second. It loads. It will take a few seconds. Wait, yeah. Here it predicts the as a pass, right? Now here I'm changing the number of hours. Suppose the percentage is 55, and number of hours studies is a 2, and the previous attendance is also, suppose previous marks is also, suppose 5. I'm running this one. It takes a few seconds. Why? Because it models run, right? Model to run. After that, it gives the input is passing to the model, and model learns, check the patterns, and it is going to predict the data. Now see here, it predicts like a fail. Okay, like that it is going to predict the things. Okay, and next. Yeah guys, that's about the model. Okay, like that it is going to predict the things. Now see here, the thing, our question, that is it is going to predict the things, our values. Yes. Okay, like same what we discussed, the same like that only it is going to make a predictions, And our next question is about, okay, that's what the thing we see about. And now see here, okay, according to this, will AI replace the humans completely means, now see about this, okay, that's about the how, whether we are going to predict the things or not. Okay, we are going to predict the things. Yes, it is correct. And according to that, will AI replace the humans completely? Yes, now we try to answer this question. Will AI replace the humans completely? That is one of the major, what we call as a major question. Okay, now we try to answer this one. AI will replace some automation tasks. Okay, and which type of task it is going to replace means, it can replace, yes, AI will replace some tasks, and which type of task means, which are some repetitive and routine tasks, okay, and data processing at high speed, and okay, AI will replace some 24/7 availabilities without any node fatigues or any issues, and reduce the manual effort. Suppose if the best example is, suppose I will discuss about AI chatbot supports. Okay, suppose if you take any banking applications like SBI or whatever, not only one banking, almost all the banking applications are using a smart chatbot systems right now. That means if you have any queries or any issues, you can communicate with the AI chatbot and they will solve the most of the problems. And it is a 24/7 availability. Okay, whenever you want, you can ask them and they will give you the answers. Okay, they will suggest the things and solve the things, right? After that, it can sorry, small issue. Yeah, now see here, in this type of task, it is going to replace. But still, humans can need, because still humans are still needed in some situations, like where creativity and innovation needs, where creative and innovation matters. At the time, humans are still need, and where critical thinking and decision making needs, humans need. Understanding the real world context, humans need, and handling the unexpected solutions or situations, humans still need. These situations, this concept. That means finally we say that the real example, if you take, AI can generate the code. Yes, of course, AI will generate the code. If you take any chat GPTs or if you take sorry, any Google, Gemini or Grok or Cloud, whatever it is, they can generate the code. But after generating also, it needs help debugging. That means you need to debug the things. That means if any errors or is there any wrong predictions or wrong instructions are written. Okay, that means you need to debug, and it needs to customization as per our requirements, and it needs a logical improvements. That not good ready, it is not ready to production purpose, okay, a real world usage purpose, right? So that means here it can decrease the things but not completely replace the humans. Okay, that means when I say that it is a powerful tool, but it still depends on human intelligence. That's the thing. Okay, AI is a powerful tool, not no doubt in that one. Okay, it is very powerful tool, but it still depends on the human intelligence. Okay, so that AI will not replace the humans completely, but it will change how humans can work. AI will replace human completely, this one, but it will change how humans can work. Now see here, what is the future of work with AI? That means how we can work with AI and how changing. That means how it will not replace and it can change the future work, right? Now we say about how it is going to change. Now see here, how these work changing means, earlier we needed 10 people, 1 to 2 people plus AI tools is sufficient. 1 to 2 people plus AI is completing the same task. That means earlier it requires the 10 people, but now 1 to 2 people. The max you take a 2 people and AI tools faster and more efficient. Okay, now you can ask me a question like already told you that AI is not human, but here the same task is completing by the two people plus AI. What about the remaining 8%? That means they will lose the jobs, right? Here they will lose the normal traditional jobs. 80% people, they will lose the traditional jobs, normal jobs. But AI will important change, that is, jobs are not disappearing completely. New roles are being created with the help of AI. Means for remaining 80% students, 80% what's not students, for professionals or job holders, 80% of jobs created in a new roles. Yeah, sorry guys, sorry for the disturbances. I will complete it as soon as possible. I have some internet issues. That's it. Yeah. That means what we are taking one example. That means in a previous we have rickshaws. That means at the time we have a more employment. But after coming autos, all buses, that means it carries a more number of people, more number of people. That means in 10 rickshaws, okay, it is covered by one auto. That means if you cover 10 people, right, you must dare to 10 to 12 people are coming in autos, right? At the end, the 10 people jobs are losses. Okay, that means 10 people jobs are replaced by only 1%. But still, we have some huge things, right? We have some separate generated some new opportunities, like some mechanics or some engine repairs, like that. We have some different right point shop like that. That means here, but here it is not like that, not decreasing the your roles. Here, it creates the high promising and high paying jobs with the help of the AI. That means now the new opportunities are AI engineers, data scientists, prompt engineers, AI product developers. These are some opportunities we have mentioned. Okay, but not only this, we have huge more also. That means AI is not removing the jobs; it is transforming them, and we need to transform. Okay, okay. This is the thing. That is about AI. AI is not removing the jobs; just it is transforming them, and we need to adapt them, and we need to update according to that transformation. That's it. That means, finally we say that AI will not replace you, but a person using AI will replace you. Just remember this person. AI will not replace you, but the person who is using AI will replace you. Okay? This is about the future work with AI. And that's it, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. Sorry for interruptions. I have made some interruption between connection issues. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will happy to answer your questions. Yeah. Okay, guys. I hope you don't have any questions. Have any? Let me know. I will happy to answer you.
Yeah. Thanks, Neil, for the session. I hope I'm audible, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, fine. Sorry, students, due to some network fluctuations, the session has been interrupted in the middle of that. So till now we have seen that the technical part of how AI, ML and generative AI is used in the daily technologies in day-to-day life, and how the AI will transform your jobs into the current market. So now I would like to share about, so the whole, once again, yes. Yeah. So we are all the faculties who, so the faculties who deliver currently till now is all from the Exafluence Inc. So hope you have seen aware about this Exafluence company details while we have shared these workshop details to your student groups, right? So being a software company, what we are doing with Venkateswara University, and what is the benefit of the students who have been screen? Yes, sir. So being a software company, what we are doing with SV University, so what industry is doing with the university type of programs, and what is the student benefit even with for studying in the colleges or passing out from the colleges. So I'd like to take just a small session within 15 to 20 minutes, but this 15 to 20 minute session is completely about your career opportunities and your future path, who can desperately looking into like industry exposures, looking into set the career in the data science technologies which is currently evolving in the world. So let me share my screen. Yep. So this is completely industry integrated programs where Venkateswara University and Exafluence company. It's a company. I'll give you the glimpse of the company also, what the company projects and what company domains are working. So Exafluence is collaborated with Venkateswara University. So why this collaboration happens and why the industry integrated programs has been turned up with the university level of education, and what is the academia and industry connect. So before
When
going
you are
to,
not able to view screen.
okay, 1 second, let me reshare. So please confirm whether you have seen the screen or not.
Yes, yes, now we can.
Yeah, thank you so much. You're able to see my screen, right?
Again, you have turned off.
Now?
No.
No, no, sir.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, now I can see.
Okay. So what is the Exafluence company is doing? So Exafluence is a data science software company from 2015. We have started this company in 2015 with 5 engineers. Currently we have grown up around 350 engineers are working across the globe. So Exafluence company is having its own USA development center in New Jersey and Texas. And in India we have Tirupati, Bangalore and Chennai. In Tirupati itself 150 employees are working under the software development. So how many are you, whether it may be the offline students or the online students, how many are you in the local, like Tirupati? Okay, are you in offline 2 members? What about the online people? Anyone who are in Tirupati? Okay.
Sir.
Why I have asked this question is, This Exafluence company is located at AGS Health Building at Mara Sarovar Hotel, beside Mara Sarovar Hotel. Anyone can even heard about that from the past 10 years?
No,
Nara?
sir.
Okay. So, మీరు ఎక్కడ ఉంటారు? మీరు
Haripuram colony, Pachi colony. Yeah.
Okay. So from the past 10 years, this company is located, and we have started just 5 members in this, just in a single room. And we have occupied completely the second floor of that building now. 150 plus employees are working, and all head of the operations is from the company, Tirupati itself. And we have offshore developments in Tirupati, from Bangalore and Chennai. And we have offices in Oman, Dubai, Muscat, Singapore and Canada. So Exafluence is completely dealing with only data science projects. So the domains what we are working is healthcare, finance, retail, IoT, industry 4.4. So we have created 16 to 18 pre-built applications for our clients for their day-to-day business problems, and they have whitelisted our products in their websites, completely the US clients. So how we can work is like we are working with a funnel model. All the junior level 1 to 5 years of experience will work from the Tirupati location, and the mid-level engineers are working from the Bangalore location, and all top-level senior people working from the Chennai people. So in all, the CEO will be, one of the CEO will be sitting in the USA, and we have a say 20% of the sales team and the client development team will be available in New Jersey and Texas, and all our operations is spread across the globe. So this data science company has having its own strength is data science. So university has approached the Exafluence. So as the data science is your strength, why can't you start with the industry integrated programs with SV University? Because why this industry integrated programs has been tied up means you may all not know about new education policy, national education policy, NEP. Maybe sir you will know about national education policy. And sorry, the Ganambika Degree College HOD, computer science HOD is all the way moved from Madanpalli to Tirupati for attending this session. So being academicians all know about national education policy, because every university has to tie up with some industry to get into the industry integrated programs. So why exactly means you may all know about the lack of unemployment even though they have graduated or post-graduated with the reputed universities also. So because they don't have any practical exposure what the industry is looking for. So they are all knowing about theory knowledge, and they will get the certificates. Once after getting into the market, every employer will ask about their industry, like the practical exposure, what they will do. So the degree is only to get into the eligibility to enter into the placement. So but when you sit in front of the interviewer, they will ask about the practical exposure and the coding knowledge what you are having. So even if you are having a degree with a good CGPA or SGPA, that will not help us. So that's why lack of unemployment is seeing, even the lack of engineers and degree people are getting passing out from the colleges, but now there is no jobs. Job market is very much plenty, but the students is not much that much skilled to get into the placement. So that's why this national education policy has stand up. This is introduced by the central government of India. Even with every university has to tie up with some industry to get into the program. This is why the industry integrated programs has been started. So why only Exafluence means Exafluence is completely in the strength of data science, giving the data science programs in collaboration with university. So what is the student benefit with this type of industry integrated programs? So this type of industry integrated programs, what is the role of university and what is the role of industry, and why the student gets benefited? So both university and industry will giving the courses. So let's say if you have done with the certificate course or any whatever may be the course in any institute in Hyderabad, Bangalore or Chennai, that will be only the certificate you will be putting into the certificate in your profile. When you go to the interviewer, the interviewer will not know about the institution where it is located and how much the reputation is the institute having and what is their strength to train you. So when you get the certificate from the university, once you completed the certification from the university, when you put in the profile, it will get your weightage from your profile, because it is a university which is government recognizable and all over verifiable all over the world. So if the interviewer sees the certification from the university, they will get to know, okay, these people has done certification with the university level. And that too, this type of certificates, why it is like industry people is involved. So university role is to get the admissions and hand over the students to the industry who are all delivering the course. And then the industry will train the complete courses, faculties, projects, internships, even with the placements. So once ఈ complete గా మీకు ట్రైన్ అయిన తర్వాత స్టూడెంట్స్ ఇండస్ట్రీ మళ్ళీ యూనివర్సిటీకి హ్యాండ్ ఓవర్ చేస్తుంది ఫర్ ద ఎగ్జామినేషన్. సో ఎగ్జామినేషన్ కండక్ట్ చేసి యూనివర్సిటీ సర్టిఫికేట్ ఇస్తుంది. సో యూ ఆల్ నో అబౌట్ ద యూనివర్సిటీ ప్యాటర్న్. నన్ ఆఫ్ ద యూనివర్సిటీస్ విల్ నాట్ అవార్డ్ ఎనీ సర్టిఫికేట్ without any examination. It's part of the university rules and regulations. We conduct the examinations offline. After completing the examinations, we will get the certificate. So the back end, the complete course delivery will be taken care by the company. That is called the industry Exafluence. That's why we only offering the data science courses what exactly Exafluence is having the strength. So the course structure will also be having both academicians and the industry people will be having a committee. So university will know about the rules and regulations without deviating any rules and regulations from the university and incorporating the latest tools and technologies what currently evolving in the market. So industry people will know what is exactly going on outside and what is the current market trends and what is the market technologies you will be incorporating in this type of course curriculum. So both academicians and these industry people will get into the committee and prepare the course structure. So that the student is the course structure what they are getting is completely the industry marks and up to the market standards. So you will be evolving into the complete additional skill certification and placement support, everything from the industry. Not I am saying about the Exafluence course, we are offering the industry integrated program. Wherever you go, the industry integrated program's concept is same. The university will give the certificate and the industry people will train you according to the industry requirements. Then you will go into the market and you grab the opportunities, whatever the skills industry is happening in. So coming to Exafluence course structure and delivery. So we focus only 20% theory and 80% practical. So as I told you earlier, the university will never give the award the certificate without the examination. For the certificate purpose, we will learn only 20% theory. So because we have to write the examination, this concept we can't change in the university level. So if you have gone with the private universities or any online institutions, you can if you just pay the fees, they can award the certificate. Skills never, you can just keep it aside, whatever you are learning. But university level, examination is mandatory. For that examination, we will provide you the material, whatever the curriculum we have needed. For that examination, you will just take this 20% theory and remaining 80% practical what we are awarding is, it's your completely for the placement purpose, why you are enrolling this course. So end of the day, any student, even with the 6 months program, 1 year program and 2 years program, the ultimate goal for the student is to get into the placement. So for that placement, what type of the course you are choosing and what is the benefit before you have to getting into the any type of course. So you will be having the hands-on lab, case studies and practical things, and you will be involving starting from the day one because industry people will be teaching you. Faculties is also from the industry, not even university faculty will, not even one faculty from university will not teach you. So the mentors from the company who are currently working, they will provide you the projects, they will provide you the mentorships, everything till the end of the course. So this is the particularly the placement grant what we are offering for the MS Data Science students. So the first batch we have started from 2023 onwards. So the first batch students is already stepped out from the college. Out of 60% of the students we have made the placements inside the company itself, within the Exafluence, which is completely a data science role, like associate data science intern and data scientist like that. So the second batch is pursuing the 4th semester and the placement process is already going on, and the next seminar hall, the placement interaction session is already going for all the MS Data Science batch students. And the third batch is pursuing 2nd semester, and now the 4th batch we are welcoming for the new admission. So we are proudly say that we are announcing in the public forum, top 10% of the students who are enrolled in this type of courses, based on the student performance, we are ready to give the placement inside the company itself, whether it may be the Tirupati, Bangalore or Chennai. So in the public forum, we are announcing top 10%. Even the whole students, even the 50 students or 60 students, we will, as it is the industry, we will conduct an interview. In that interview, top 10% will be adopted into the same company. So remaining 90% of the students who are left over, we will get to know about the strengths after completing the first interview. What is their strength and what is their weakness, and we will train again 15 to 20 days or 1 month especially for the placement activities, and we will provide them at least 4 to 5 technology companies interviews. Technology companies interviews, not a support roles. We not even get into the students for the support roles. Once if it is a data science role, then only you will be getting a placement opportunity from Exafluence Education. So this is the placement plans what we are giving for the MS Data Science students. And this is the eligibility for MS Data Science. It is a completely 2 years full-time regular program. So how many of you are in offline people? What is your education qualification? May I know? Currently what you are doing? Your education qualifications? You have completed MBA. So all are completed MBA? Okay. So in online, may I know how many of you have your education qualifications, please?
So good morning, sir. This is Pavni. I have a MBA qualification.
Okay, fine. BTech, MBA, BTech plus MBA, BCA, PG. Yeah. So this is the MS Data Science program, which is a 2 years full-time post-graduation program from the SV University. Both, sir, online and offline. We prefer offline for the 2 years program. So because even though online is also available, the students who are already working, they can do the PG for the certificate purpose, they can take the online. But offline, why we are preferring is, we are having a company in Tirupati itself. So they will be interacting with the industry mentors daily basis, and the faculties will come physically. They can interact more with the industry people. Semester wise, the 4 semesters. Completely a PG program, sir. SV University. So because of the certificate validation, we are collaborated with SV University. If it is a Exafluence means, then that itself treated as another training institute or any other industry itself. So with the SV University certificate, they will be having some credibility, and if they are want to do any higher abroad studies also, they will be having the credit structure. So this is the MS Data Science eligibility with BSc with mathematics, physics, BSc with computer science, and BTech who have completed their CSC, except civil and mechanical, BTech people anyone eligible, and BCA people. The entrance examination will be scheduled on May 31st, and registrations is already open for MS Data Science program. Who have completed their BSc, BTech and BCA people, they can take the entrance examination conducted by the SV University on May 31st. So this is completely a 2 years program what we are offering for the full-time PG who are looking the degree with SV University along with the industry exposure. So we are having the 1 year and 6 months program also, who can take the programs, working professionals, recent graduates, and who are looking to do parallelly jobs and education as part of their academics or jobs. So this is 1 year PG diploma in data science program. The delivery, the programs what we are offering is completely all are same. University will give the certificate, delivery will be the industry. But the only change is the durations and the full time and part time. 2 years program is completely a full time regular program, which is a post graduation who can do the post graduation complete for that semester wise. And this is a PG diploma program. It is part time program where you can take these courses after your graduation. Irrespective of any specialization. For MS Data Science, we are having some eligibility criteria from the university because it is a full-time program. So even civil and mechanical they can't do in the BTech, and BSc with life sciences like BJC people they can't take it, and BCA people anyone can take it. But this type of 1 year and 6 months program, any graduate, if you have completed your graduation, irrespective of any specialization, you can take this program. So the beauty of this program is, if the students who have completed a BA or BCom in their technical degree, who wants to shift their career into the IT, the opportunities are very less comparing to the technical degrees. If the BTech people or BCA or BSc people can go the interviews and they can crack easily with the IT people. But what is BA and BCom people who are having the interest into the starting with career in IT, but the opportunities are very less. So this program, even the BA, MA, MCom, whatever may be the degree, they can take this program, and after completing the 1 year, they can directly upgrade them into the MS Data Science degree into the second year. So because MS Data Science first year and PG Diploma in Data Science 1 year program is completely same. So to get into the eligibility for BA and BCom like this and non-technical degree people, they can choose this course. After completing the for 1 year, if they want to quit, they can award as a PG Diploma in Data Science. If they want to upgrade their education from BA to MS Data Science, they can directly upgrade into the lateral entry policy. Directly into sitting into the second year, and again 1 year study, they will be getting the MS Data Science degree. So from non-technical degree to technical degree, they will be awarded. So this is completely a part-time program you can do in the weekends and weekdays. So weekends maybe Saturdays and Sundays, morning 9:30 a.m. to afternoon 1:30 p.m. they will be having the classes. So this is 1 year program. And who want to do the crack courses, like I don't have a time 2 years and I don't have a 1 year, I'm just looking for the short term courses and get into the IT field, and this is the program. One is Diploma in Python for AI, ML and Generative AI. This is the 6-month program, and this is also the eligibility time. Any graduate can take this program, and even the BTech final year engineering students is also can take this program. So the delivery is the same, and second one is Diploma in Data Visualization, third one is Diploma in Cloud Technologies. So these are the 6 months programs. Irrespective of the student's interest, you can take, if the student is looking to build their career in cloud, they can take the cloud course. If you want to do in data visualization without any coding, you can do the data visualization. And the students who are desperately looking for the coding language, they can directly take this AIML and GenAI program, which is 6 months program. So these are all the eligibilities for the short-term courses. Completely online, sir. Even offline is also available. If the student wants to come to the offline campus, they can come to this campus. Otherwise, they can attend from the online. But for the registration or final exam? For certification, whatever, even for 1 month or 2 months also, if we need the certificate from the SP University, they will definitely write the examination. For diploma also. So we have 2 subjects in each diploma. For 2 subjects, they will be having a 2 examination. After passing the examination, they will be awarded the certificate. 6 months is duration. Both online and offline is available. If they want to come to the offline campus, they can come, and it's a hybrid mode. If the student opted online, they can come to the offline also. If the student offline, they can go to the offline. It's completely a student comfortability to get into the classes. So for this 1 year and 6 months program, the entrance examination date is June 14th, and registration is already open. So these are all the entrance examination. For 2 years program, May 31st, and for 1 year and 6 months program, June 14th. It's all completely online entrance examination where you can write the examination in your home itself. We will provide you the examination platform login credentials. Once after your registration is completed, all examination details you will be getting in your registered email ID. So this is the complete course what we are offering with SP University along with the industry partner Exafluence. And there is 3 major benefits for the student, whatever may be the course. It is a 2 year, 1 year or 6 months. The first and foremost benefit is the SP University certificate, which is a credit based. Even if you go for 1 year and even if you go for 6 months also, this is completely a credit based certificate where you will be awarding the credit. It will be added into your upper ID. And even for the 6 months also. 6 months, I think 12 credits will be added in your academic credits. And for PG Diploma, 40 credits will be awarded. And for MS Data Science, it is completely a regular program. 90 credits will be awarded in your upper ID. The second benefit is the industry exposure. So none of the universities will teach you the complete industry exposure, what exactly outside the industry is happening. So as we are an industry, we know about the industry requirements and the current latest technologies. We will teach you that complete industry exposure, what the industry is looking for. And the third benefit is along with the SV University certificate, you will be getting the internship certificate with real-time live project from the company. So in the company, whatever the live project is happening, that project will be giving you for the capstone project for your last month project. If it is a 2 years, semester 4 will be the complete capstone project. If it is a 1 year, the last 2 months will be the complete capstone project. And if it is a 6 months, last 2 months will be happening with internship along with capstone project. So apart of this, the placement support. So as I told you, for 2 years, 1 year and 6 months, whatever may be the program you are choosing, the complete placement support will be available from the Exafluence company. Top 10% of the every batch and every course will be recruited into the same company, and remaining will be pushing into the another technology companies. So these are all overall course details. If you have any doubts now, you can just contact me. And this is the participation certificate sample. So for all the students who are attending this seminar, you will be getting this participation certificate through your registered email IDs within 24 to 48 hours. So it's all completely jointly with SV University and Exafluence Education, you will be getting a certificate. So now if you have any doubts, you can just ask us. So if you have any questions or queries, you can just visit our campus. These are our contact numbers. If you are hesitating to ask in the public forum, you can note down the numbers. July 1st, sir. Yeah. There is a 2 spells in year. January 1 batch will be starting and July 1 batch will be starting. For the July batch, we are conducting the entrance examinations on June 14th, Sunday. Exam. It's just a formality of the exam, sir. It's a MS Office and English Grammar. Once after the registration completed of every student, the entrance examination syllabus will be shared to their registered email ID, and before 2 weeks of the examination, they will get a model question paper also. It's completely based on MCQs. So for total 50 questions will be there. 1 hour exam duration. 20 marks will be the pass mark. There is no negative marks in this examination. Even for the MBA people or post graduation who are currently doing, they can also take this 6 months program apart from your career education, because the eligibility is your graduation. Once if you have completed your graduation, even if you are studying, if you are working professional, you can take these programs as part of your job or as part of your additional certifications. So from online, we see a lot of messages. We see degree completed. Yeah. So for after this session, along with your participation certificate, we will share you the complete course details, course brochures to your registered email ID, where we will leave your numbers also. You can go through all the course details, and if you have any doubts, you can just make a inquiry with us. We will be guiding you with the further process. Maybe within by today end of the day or by tomorrow in the first hours, you will be getting a registered email ID. Sorry, participation certificates to your registered email IDs. So apart of that, if you have any doubts now, you can just interact with me, or else we can wind up this session and we will discuss more after your participation certificate will be issued with all the course details. The fee structure for 2 years is 3,32,400 for whole 2 years, and for 1 year it is 1,66,200, and for 6 months it is 52,076 rupees. So for all these programs, we are offering 100% education loan. So collaborated with SV University, SBI University campus branch, because it's all completely self-supporting programs, sir. So fees reimbursement and scholarships will not be applicable for any student. So that's why if the student is having some financial constraints, we will support the 100% education loan. The only eligibility criteria is the CIBIL score of the student. If the CIBIL score is good from the student, then they no need to pay not even 1 rupee. They can directly take the 100% education loan, whatever may be the course. 6 months, even for 50,000 also, the bank will give the education loan for whole amount. Okay, thank you all. If you have any doubts, you can just contact with me. The numbers I'll share in the group or chat box also. Yeah, thanks for joining the session. Thank you all.